back, guys. This is Keeping It Real. Let's talk about it. I'm here with my gracious host, Hollywood, Becky Billionaire, and Handsome Shells. And today we got a pretty good, interesting lineup for us. So first thing we're going to talk about is the coronavirus and the impact that it's kind of brought to the United States and worldwide. So
I feel like we briefly talked about this in one of our episodes and no one took it serious. So I want to know how we feel now. Because clearly it's getting closer and closer. It's not just a China issue no more. No. It's becoming a global problem.
It's a big problem. It's a big problem.
So yeah, how you guys feel about this? You know,
I'm trying to figure out what's really going on. Like,
from my knowledge
I'm trying to figure
of
out
what the
going on.
coronavirus came from my first knowledge, they said it's a bat virus.
Yeah.
It's a virus that was
That's
found in bats, but in
Drinking
Asia.
bat soup.
You know, and
So if they've been drinking bat soup, I'm sure it wasn't just last month they started drinking bat soup.
No, but see, I mean, it's
If it's in their culture, it's in their culture, and it's something they always do.
now,
So,
that's what they were saying though.
So,
the local people in that area that was eating the bat soup,
right.
they had the virus or whatever, immune to the virus, but I guess
So
mutations of the virus
that's
or maybe
That's what I'm saying. So
or maybe they
you just
start
decided
marketing.
last month or like when did it start? Like December, November?
Both
So
No,
November,
but they
you
saying
just
this is not a
decided-
new thing. The coronavirus is not a new thing. They saying.
So
Okay.
what's the big issue on outbreak?
Yeah, like,
if
what's
it's
the
not
problem?
a new thing?
Because it's spreading from
Now it's
the
spreading
area
from
that
the
it was
local
in
area to.
So before they were just locked off, they were
Yeah.
quarantined.
I don't know.
It
I
wasn't
think
like-
somebody went there and was like, "Listen, let me taste that."
So
bat
nobody
soup."
went there before.
I don't know.
Maybe-
come on.
maybe
If it's about bat soup, then let's say that.
Maybe
But if it's not,
maybe they wasn't marketing the bats.
I think that
on
shit
the
is
market.
man-made. Honestly, I just
That's
feel like every
fine.
random ass disease came out of nowhere.
And then now it's affecting, like, the stock and everything is doing a correction, because that's what it's called. It's correcting itself, right?
I mean-
So it's like, you're trying to put fear into the people
I mean, if
right
this
That's
now.
exactly what they're doing. I had to sell my stock the other day.
You sold.
I had to sell my stock. That
No.
shit was going down.
You blew it.
Nah.
First of all, to me, my advice with this right now, right now is the time to
Hold.
buy.
And hold.
If you know anything
Hold what
about
you have.
stock,
Yeah.
right now.
Alright, this is me, guys. I'm out.
Yeah, we had to do a quick intermission. We had a business call. She had to take that. Hopefully she makes it back before the show ends. But back on, I guess this is conspiracy talk because these are how they feel. I don't know what really is going on. So yeah, how do you feel? Do you think this is a man-made thing? Do you think it's population control? Do you think it's to restart the stock market like what Becky said? So what do you
I think honestly, I would not be surprised if it was population control because the way that this shit is spreading, the way that they don't have no vaccination, no cures for it, is kind of flexing like AIDS right now.
Definitely.
And I'm not like 100% sure it was because of drinking bat soup. Because like you guys said earlier, bat soup has been around.
people who's buying up stocks right now, I don't think if you have stock, I don't think you should be selling them right now. I think it's you should actually be getting them while they're low and hopefully they bounce back. That's my advice.
Depends how much you have in a stock though. You know what I mean? Like if you have a stock at 1,000, you know what I mean? And it's a drift day by day.
Yeah, like it's just shedding a lot of money. At some point, you have to know when to cut your losses. And it's just like, I don't know.
Depends
this
how much you
corona-
invest in it too.
the coronavirus needs to kind of get to a point now where people are not as afraid because it's like you buy it cheap and then it just gets cheaper and cheaper, or it could just bounce back up. So you have to know how to
definitely
gauge
guaranteed
it.
to bounce back. It's not gonna stay
Well, it
at
depends
rock-
on the stock anyway.
It's no stock ever stay at rock bottom. That's a bankrupt business, and that don't really happen often.
It
You know what I'm saying?
it depends on the stock, honestly. It depends, but it's messing
It's
with the
affecting
stock.
everything.
It's messing with the
Traveling.
traveling. It's spreading. It's finally made its way to New York. There's a case that's been confirmed in New York.
And in Washington.
Yeah, 6 people in Washington, the state of Washington anyway, has died from it already. So
An older lady, right? An elderly person.
like a
I
couple of
believe.
elderly people from a nursing home have passed away from it.
With them,
recently.
with all them.
I don't know. I feel like people are just traveling and just not being.
Them people travel.
No, people are traveling places and then
Okay.
going to go visit their family in nursing homes and get them sick. The lady that has it in New York, I believe she got it from Iran.
Yeah, and she's
Yeah.
a younger,
A younger
person,
woman,
really.
yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
crazy.
That's kind of crazy, but I love how Governor Cuomo won't tell us where in New York. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
They kind of just left it vague.
Some
It could be
people-
in Long
some people-
Island for all we know, and that's
some people
that's
speculate-
crazy.
Listen, man, I seen something, and people are saying it's fake news. That the coronavirus is in Nassau and Suffolk, and we're located in
God.
Suffolk, New York.
Them say one the Londoners.
That's
Where though? Because if you get the
Hey,
information
Lindenhurst,
from
how did-
Facebook ain't
No,
crap.
fam.
Facebook from a
With the
credible
work,
source.
I hear that, fam.
Nah.
This,
Work with the I hear that, dog.
You
So,
gotta hear
where
that
you
shit from Newsday. Or
I
something.
seen it on the
Or
Facebook.
CNN. If you
but
get it from
yes,
Facebook,
yes.
it's not
Is New
credible.
York Post credible?
Yes.
Okay.
So New
Hold
York
on.
Post
Let
said
me show. Sorry,
that's
guys.
crazy. If it's in
Hopefully we can pull this up for you
if
guys.
it's
I'm
in
gonna show you.
Nassau, friggin'
That's what
county
them
or
say.
Suffolk
Definitely,
County.
Come on, people are trying to say
London
it's
people
fake
say-
news. I'm like, come
And then
on.
there's some people that are like, the coronavirus ain't nothing but the flu.
No,
and
That can kill you.
why are people taking such a big deal? The
Right,
flu can kill
30
you
people
too.
in Suffolk County.
Monitored for coronavirus exposure.
Yeah.
So hopefully they don't.
Yeah, them say people need to get tested and shit like that.
Monitored for it. So they don't have it. They're just trying to see if
Yeah.
they do.
Or they giving
So,
it to them.
Probably.
Dun, 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 dun.
Imagine that.
Nah, but yeah, since we bringing up Governor, whatever his name is, Cuomo. Yeah, two Democratic
The nominees.
nominees have dropped out.
I don't know why they keep dropping like flies, and it seems like the Republicans are pretty solid.
Yeah.
But what is his name? Pete Buttigieg. He was the guy that was supposed to be like gay or something. He's like a gay man, gay married man, and he was running for Democratic office. He dropped out over the weekend, and then this other lady named Amy Klobuchar, whatever, however you pronounce it, she dropped out too. So now that leaves like I think Elizabeth Warren, Joe Biden, and Bernie Sanders, and like two other people. So. Honestly, if I'm being real, I feel like Bernie Sanders has a strong choice of winning.
Everybody talk about it.
I don't want him to win though. I don't
They
think
say Bernie
he
for the
really
young
helped me.
people. Burn one for Bernie. That was always the campaign.
I don't know.
for-
Bernie's over here trying to get the young people with all these liberal laws. that
He said
trying to
he's
pass,
selling
but-
dreams. So,
but I don't think
but
this
no.
nigga
All
can really
jokes
help
aside,
us.
though, we do need to pay attention to what's going on so we can vote for the right candidate.
Yes.
If you don't want the same president we have in the house right now, you got to go out and vote, exercise your rights. So, yeah, man, just stay tuned. And tomorrow is Tuesday. So,
Stay tuned.
Tuesday, what's that? That's a debate, right? What's the debate? They debate tomorrow.
I believe so.
Yeah,
There's
tomorrow. On Tuesday they debate.
So check that out and see what these nominees are saying, because people can be pulled by a few things that make the person seem more attractive, but in all honesty, they're probably just not the best candidate. That's how I feel about Bernie, but forgive me, I'm about to get slandered and slaughtered. But
I mean, if you don't mind me asking, who would you vote for?
probably Joe Biden. Because Joe
Wow.
Biden is
It's crazy that I heard a lot of people are saying he's picking up steam, that people out here love him again, even though he, lost
I mean,
before.
I think Joe Biden has a solid foundation that's not too dreamy, but it's also not too unrealistic either. Like, it's pretty solid. Whereas I think Bernie is just as high as his age is.
Yeah,
Like,
that's crazy.
this nigga's old as hell and selling young people dreams, but whatever. That's beyond me.
It bees like that, but yeah, sad to bring this back up again because it's nothing good around this murder, Pop Smoke. It seems like his investigation is coming to a dead end because no one is talking, and
That's crazy.
It's
I don't know if
fucked
this
up.
is street code or whatever it is or what
Street
this
code,
is,
shit.
but
It's kind of
no one is speaking.
stupid.
And
because-
they said there was 7 other individuals in the house,
Yeah.
or 6, including him.
Nah, man, 7.
Seven.
Yeah,
So
he
him
made-
made 8. and no one is talking.
Nobody's talking. Nobody
It's kinda
is
crazy.
talking. You know what I'm saying? And they're at a standstill right now because of that. The videos that were on Instagram, they find out it's unrelated to the case. Nobody wants to answer questions. And then the fact that it happened in LA and he lives in New York City is just a lot of, you know what I'm saying? They haven't even found any suspects, which is really crazy because they have the video of the people going in of the house and out of the house. You know what I'm saying? After they shoot him. So it's unfortunate. They released his death certificate today. And I was just reading it and just looking at it, and his mom is Jamaican, his dad is from Panama, bro. And like,
yeah, I told you he was a Caribbean kid, man.
yeah,
From Brooklyn.
and it's just unfortunate they're shipping his body back.
To Panama?
No, to Brooklyn. It's not. I don't think it's here yet.
I'm about to
So
say.
they're gonna have the actual funeral sometime this week.
Also, his body haven't even got back to.
They had like a private
police,
service
bro.
in LA, and then
crazy.
they're bringing the body back to have a
that's
service
crazy,
in
man.
Brooklyn.
I thought he actually been back home in New York.
He's gonna be finally laid to rest in Brooklyn sometime this week.
Imagine that shit though, you know what I mean? You go party and the people them near house, you know what I mean? Like, obviously somebody know it. That's not a coincidence. It's just nigga just coming out the house and it's, oh shit.
That
we
kinda
see
just-
And this was like a target murder, so
yeah,
it's
man.
not
Like,
like
niggas know who them that go for.
yeah, because he's the only person who got multiple shots.
Yes. And the
Seen an
man,
article that it was actually really making a lot of effort of trying to save him, but you know it was a fatal shooting.
yeah, torso and them stuff, son.
I'm not gonna lie though, that CPR was bullshit, but
I mean, I read an article saying that even when they got to the hospital, they still tried removing the bullet, resuscitate him, and all of that, but
they opened him up
yeah.
to
So,
take the bullet out. But he was honestly in that CPR video that was on Peep City. He was basically, I mean, he was dead. I feel like he was dead
I
already.
feel like it was a
But-
dead man long time.
I really hope that
Sad,
you know
man.
it comes to justice. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, man, need to
Yeah,
get
man.
savvy or fuck, so it
I
can't
mean,
be, yeah, you know what I mean?
this is happening too commonly in hip hop that people are actually getting gunned down and the murderers are actually not being caught. So that's it gotta stop, man.
Yeah, them dancing in it, like back in the days, you know what I mean? Like the new stuff, like the hip hop cops, them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like not like that no more.
I mean, I think they do, but it's like I don't know, man.
You know that.
I don't know, but in to lighten it a moment, man. If you guys seen Oprah, to lighten it a moment a bit, man. If you guys haven't seen Oprah,
Means all things in balance, and balance doesn't mean all things are equal or at peace at all times. Wrong shoes.
falling down yet. It's definitely up on Peep City right now.
Balance.
She was doing some
It is.
presentation.
It's talking about how
Balance.
Balance,
They had
and
her
then
life
lost.
balance, and
Yeah,
damn near
her-
fell on her face. I was like, damn.
saying it was her shoe. So what she gonna do?
She's-
Sue the shoe company or?
Apparently, after the video was shot, she took off her shoes and kept the whole presentation without her shoes on. But she claims it was her shoes.
Flat bottom
Oprah
shoes.
was drunk.
Nah, Oprah was hanging out with them dudes and they slid something in a drink. She woke up like, where am I at? Nah, but that was actually funny, but it was only funny because she got up, she continued her performance, she was well,
Gracefully.
yeah, so
So-
that's why it's funny. If she was hurt, you know, we wouldn't be up here
Definitely.
laughing, taking it a light moment, because Oprah is an elderly woman. She's not like a, you know,
Yeah, she ain't
but
like
she's up
20
there,
anymore.
yeah. And those kind of fall for those type of people could be fatal. No disrespect.
That's why I
you
thought
know.
she broke something.
Yeah,
But
so she got
kinda
up.
saved her
So
fall
yeah,
at the
yeah.
same time.
But the way she, oh my God, you guys gotta check this out on
It's like she knows she a fall.
She like, you know when you about to run over a bump and you go boop. She was like boop 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 boop.
Yeah, like,
It
Fell
really
like
seems
right
so
down.
much.
Like that shit was crazy, man. But that is mad funny. Go check that out on Peep City right now, actually. And another thing, this is crazy in the in hip hop world again. Megan Thee Stallion, if you guys don't know, right now she's having label issues. She can't release any music. A lot of us is saying, man, people got to read their contract. But I feel that We're back. As you see, Becky Billionaire is back out for her business call. And we're back to handling our business.
Yes.
So yeah, a lot of people see that Megan Thee Stallion right now is going through label issues. People are saying, my co-hosts are saying that you need to read your contracts. But me personally, I did think she read the contract, and the point she was at in her career at the time she made the decision to sign that contract. That's how I feel. And now she became a bigger star. She see that she can work with other people and get more opportunities, and she probably want to, you know, try to finagle a way out of her contract. And I don't know, how do you guys feel about it? What do you think? You think she probably should have read the contract?
I mean, if you know your potential, if you feel like you know you're about to bust and you're just using this as an opportunity or whatever, I would say just stay independent until a better offer comes to you, because when you don't and you just sign for the coins, you get caught up in bullshit like this. Now she has problems releasing her music. She can't do no types of, you know, litigation with any type of other company, and it's just like, that's solely because you didn't read the fine print and you chose to just kind of jump ship because they was offering you a, I don't even know how much money bonus. You know what I'm saying? So it sounds
and
good.
I'm pretty sure it was an indie label, so how much could they have offered her at the time? I just think the timing of her career she was up and coming. Mm-hmm. No one knew who was a Megan Thee Stallion was.
Yeah.
No
she even
disrespect
said
to
it in the
Megan.
video. She said she was Megan Thee Stallion before she signed with 15.
Of course, that was probably her
1501,
name.
She said. So
everyone knew
1501
Megan.
didn't make her, is what she even said. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying anyone make anyone.
But you obviously went with them because they can do something for you.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
You gotta read
so
the
you can't
contract.
do that.
You
don't
can't be
do
just
that.
signing because like
Because you wouldn't have signed a contract.
you go with them now, and then there's a stipulation in your contract that says you can't sign with any other label for 10 years and or $10 million. You know what I'm saying? And then she's just like, okay, that's cool. By 10 years or whatever, like, you guys should be big, I should be big, then I'll take that sacrifice. But now she's fucking eating her
But that's what I'm
ass.
saying. So who do you blame for that? Do you blame her for not reading the contract, or do you blame the record label to say, yeah, you can't go
It's not
do
the
it?
record label. The
That's
record label's
what I'm saying.
protecting their interests.
Exactly, that's their
Yeah,
investment.
you know what I mean? To see the fine print.
It's
so-
your fault for
I
not,
can't
you
really
know.
blame anyone because her career just blew up. She probably didn't know that it
But
would
that's
blow
the
up that
problem. This is
big.
what all these podcasters, Joe Budden, niggas like that, that's what they talk about. When artists kind of just jump ship and don't look into shit.
Yeah.
And now they get caught up in things like
They
that.
just don't know their value.
That too. I was
Yeah.
wondering why I wasn't hearing too much stuff from Megan Thee Stallion. So when she said that, I was like, makes sense, you know?
I just feel like business gotta handle
You gotta do it
according
the
to
right
business.
way.
I feel like if Megan do wanna leave
just like, what the hell
her
is that?
contract, if you make money, buy yourself out. And if the label is
Support
not
the
allowing
label.
you to buy yourself out of your contract, then now the label is
The
doing
problem, yeah.
shaky business, because
Yeah.
I helped made you money, you helped me make money, I made enough money, there's other stuff
But
other people can do
So-
for me, why not let me, you know?
What would allow her to be able to make the music under 1501 at this point? Nothing?
I mean, they
Back
control
off
her
from Rock
rights.
Nation.
Yeah.
Because that's what the
I mean,
problem
I
is,
don't
right?
think it's
'Cause I
backing
wasn't
off
sure
from
what
them.
the
I
issue
just
was.
think like, I just think Rock Nation have their own record label. I'm pretty sure they want artists. They don't have no big megastar artists right now. I think Casanova is on there. Casanova is pretty big.
Meek Mill's a part of it, but I don't think
He's management.
Management, yeah.
You know, they're big on management. I think Vic Mensa is an artist.
But
on
you're
Rock
talking
Nation.
signed
But
artists.
yeah, everybody want the next Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and Megan is the
Yeah,
one
she's
to
Is
right.
Rihanna on Rock Nation?
management.
But she's not a part of the label?
No, I don't think she.
Because she was signed to
Why not?
Jay-Z,
No more?
Rockefeller.
But she used.
That's Dead Jam, I believe that was kind of.
We need to do some research.
Yeah.
Research.
We do some more research on that, but yeah. But I feel that's what needs to happen. If the record label won't allow them to buy her out for the price they want,
That's shit.
and they will probably set a ridiculous amount of price because they probably look at a Megan and say,
Yeah.
"You could make me $100 million."
So why they take off?
You know what I mean? So yeah, that
And then,
is-
like what you said, if she wants to be a dick and sabotage both herself
I mean, it's
and the label,
everybody's gonna be just hurting themselves because the record label, for them to make money, she have to drop music.
Yeah, and if she decides that
And
she's
if
not dropping any music because I don't want to be with you anymore, then we both lose.
That's
Yeah,
true,
so-
but that,
so-
and then she's gonna get into like the breach of contract.
Exactly. So at the end of the day,
Also, the
She-
end of the
I
day,
feel
they'll
like
get
she's
their money.
fucked either way.
it's
She
business.
just has to be
It's
brought out at
business.
this
It's
point.
what the paperwork you sign. This
So Rock Nation, it's all up to you. Is she worth it? Is she
Yeah.
worth it?
Do you guys think she's worth it? Because if you do, just
Because
comment.
that's what it comes down to.
How much you
I
want?
mean-
That's what I'm saying. If they say they want 10 million, are you willing to give up the 10 bags?
Is there
You know?
any artist right now that's worth 10?
But they could be ridiculous
like
like that.
corporate.
They can
Oh,
be.
nah, in this day and age,
They
hell
can
yeah,
be.
people are worth 10 million. What the hell?
They can be if they want to be.
Psh, man, listen.
Pass.
Don't get me
Worth
wrong.
10 million.
Listen, I listen to Young Boy NBA. He's a $10 million artist. He can recruit any label. 10
Well, Waka
million.
Flocka said he made 30 million in
You-
2012.
you
and
gotta
that's
understand,
Waka
like,
Flocka.
You gotta understand
And
what's
he is
going on
not a
right
lyricist.
now.
Him say him can't rap.
Yeah, he said it himself. He's not
You
even
gotta
a
remember,
rapper.
like, and I seen a clip today of NBA YoungBoy saying, like, yo, I don't ever have to perform. I don't ever have
It's
to perform.
doable.
I
It's
made
doable.
millions of dollars being on house
It's
arrest,
possible.
just dropping
Yeah.
music. Why the fuck I have to go out there and perform in front of these people?
Mm-hmm.
When they showed me that all I gotta do is put out the music
And they
don't have to
stream it.
perform. He was on house arrest for a year.
Yeah.
Couldn't do nothing. Couldn't go on Instagram and promote his own music.
Damn.
You feel me?
Damn.
He met million.
And still made millions. So yeah, he's like, yeah. So Rock Nation will just have to
make millions. We can make millions.
yeah. Rock Nation, if they want Megan and she feel like she's that important, they gotta pay the bag
Yeah.
if her label wants to get her contract
And
buyout.
make sure you read that contract proper.
If she's that
Yeah.
important,
Yeah.
clearly Public Enemy don't think Flavor
Let's see. When I read that this morning, I was
Flavor Flav is that important. I actually didn't pay too much attention to it because I was reading something and I was reading a bunch of things and it's like, why did they do this now?
So basically, Chuck D, which is like the leader of Public Enemy, he decided that he was gonna have Public Enemy perform at a rally in California in support of Bernie Sanders.
Okay.
And Flavor Flav sent a cease and desist to Bernie Sanders people saying, I don't want to perform and I don't want y'all using my likeness, anything that has to do with Flavor Flav, to promote this performance because I'm not endorsing you.
Yeah.
And because he did that, Chuck D, the leader, said, okay, well, you're kicked out.
That's crazy.
And I'm just like, God damn, he's been in that shit for how many
But
years?
Mad years.
there's no Public Enemy with no Flavor Flav. Like
Yeah.
you're shooting yourself in the foot, bro.
It's just
You're done.
like, I just thought that was really fucked up because it's like,
There's
why-
no Public Enemy without
because
the Twitter.
apparently they was using posters that was promoting hip hop, you know, Flavor Flav
Oh,
was hip hop
okay.
and
It's
shit.
time type shit.
You know what I'm saying? And he sent the letter over to Bernie Sanders saying, listen, don't do this. Like, don't use me because I'm not endorsing you. I have never
Exactly.
endorsed
And he has the
anybody
right to do that.
You know what I'm, that's what I feel like. But Chuck D clearly was just like, this isn't
bought
the
out.
best interest of us. So if you're trying to go against that, fuck you. You're out of here.
Now this is going back to what you represent. Everything shouldn't be about money,
Yeah.
right? What you represent. If
That's
you
what
know that
integrity
you
for God.
are not representing a certain candidate, you're gonna stand by that. Whether you offer me $10 million, I'm still not
But
supporting
then
you.
on the contrary, they said that Chuck D claims that Flavor Flav really sent the cease and desist letter because they weren't getting paid for that performance. So he was like, if we're not getting paid for it, don't use anything
Well,
that
that's
has to do with me.
hearsay.
I don't
So
want to
I
do that.
can't make comments on hearsay. 'cause
I don't know.
The fact is, that is what happened, Carl. That's what Chuck D wrote himself. I can't work off a hearsay.
Listen.
So I am with Flavor Flav. Stand up for your rights.
I
You know
agree.
you're not supporting that candidate. There's nothing wrong with that. You should have
And
used
that's okay.
my image.
And that's okay. That's a fact. That's how I feel too. But
That was alright.
for his group to turn their back against him and kick him out, that's
There is no group with no Flavor
that is
Flav.
crazy.
But-
There is no
They had the nerve to say, "Oh, we decided to move forward without Flavor Flav." Like, excuse me? How you gonna move
Are they
forward
still
with Public
performing and
Enemy?
stuff like that?
They're gonna still perform, just not.
No, I'm saying other than this thing, do they?
I think they
still-
do like random shows. You know them old
Okay.
90s bands, they appear out of nowhere.
Yeah, they still
don't
get
do it without
booked. This is
Flav.
Public Enemy. They get booked.
But I don't know how they're gonna do that
I
because
mean,
Flavor
Bernie
Flav is
trying
on
to
all the
book 'em.
music.
Yeah, get me. For
Bernie,
the black folk.
but how old is Bernie though, man? Listen, burn one for Bernie.
Yeah, but the thing is, Public Enemy, they came out with a stance like Black Power. That is what they
Fuck
came with.
police, fuck the
They
government.
were
fuck
very,
everything.
very vocal.
So to see that.
So to put them into politics, it works.
Yeah,
You know,
that's good. That's good. I
it
mean,
works.
talking about Black Power and all of that, a lot of people, Black animation is coming back to Disney Channel.
I'm so excited for this.
Proud Family's coming back.
Yeah,
Oh, I love
It's
that.
coming back on Disney Plus, right?
Generally, every single day and night.
Okay. I mean, listen, we can't sing the song. We're gonna have to pay people. Come on, we're trying to monetize our own video. Don't sing that. We're gonna have to cut them a check.
Proud
Yeah, I'm
Family's
excited
coming
for
back to Disney Plus, you know, their streaming service, which shout out to them. They've been doing whatever.
All right,
Good shit.
quick question about the Disney Plus thing and these reboots they doing. Are they reboots to like continue season or just to put on an old season that's not being aired no more that you can get it on the streaming?
No, I think
It's a combination of both, but for this
Oh.
one specifically, it's just a whole reboot of the show.
Okay.
But they definitely have reruns of old shows on there too.
Oh, so this is
So-
gonna be a complete reboot.
It's
from
gonna be a reboot.
A new modern season.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
still the
Okay.
same characters.
Of course.
Still gonna be the same voice actors, but it's like in modern day.
Alright, that's
So
cool.
is these characters gonna have any moderation of change? or-
That's left
Are
to
they
be
gonna
seen.
have booties and boobies now?
I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna
Hairstyle,
do
clothes
it.
change.
I don't know. I
They're
just
gonna
know.
have iPhones and stuff
yeah,
like that.
no, for real.
Listen, Trudy's gonna be in there, and Sugar Mama's gonna be in there. They probably might make Sugar Mama
And the
more like
twins, the
Medea.
twins.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. Tyler Pratt is coming back, and she's doing Penny Proud and all of that. So
Love that.
they got the whole cast coming back. I'm really
Why
excited
did that
for
stop? Why did that discontinue?
Honestly, do we really
Disney,
want-
what's going on?
I mean, I'm pretty sure things run their course, man.
I don't know.
I love Proud
SpongeBob is still
Family.
on, but whatever.
Probably. You see
I
it on?
loved it.
Thing-
And SpongeBob is still
Thing ran
running,
its
bro.
course. A lot of my childhood shows.
Tom
that
and
was
Jerry's
on there,
still running. Fuck
Disney
fucking
Channel
SpongeBob.
ain't on.
The hell?
Yeah,
Tom and
like,
Jerry
that's facts.
definitely
So Tom and
still
Jerry still is
Still running.
Listen,
I was
there's
watching
a lot of
that.
shows.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can watch it on Cartoon Network any time of the year.
But
No,
that's
no,
different
but
if
we're
it's
talking.
reruns.
We talking about.
When they rerun them dead for Proud Family,
They do
that
have
me I say
reruns.
why not they pan
They do have reruns.
I don't watch it. I don't watch Disney Channel, so I wouldn't know.
They on you gotta get it on their streaming thing.
But now,
Now!
Listen,
That's what
man,
they're saying. They're
Listen,
saying
a
about
lot
now.
of things before wasn't
I
out,
feel like that
man.
has something to do with Black History Month too. They decided to announce that information
Yeah, right.
at that time. So
I mean,
I'm just happy.
shows
I'm
like Kim
happy.
Possible wasn't showing until they rebooted. They
There
should
you
have
go.
left that alone. God, leave.
You don't like Impossible.
I used to like the show a little bit,
I wasn't a Disney kid. I was
but yeah, I was more of a
Nickelodeon.
Disney.
I liked it.
Impossible.
And
Yeah, I
But
like
now,
this
do you see that goofy shit they calling Kim Possible? The fuck is
Nice.
that?
same thing with that new Powerpuff Girls shit that they got going on. I'm
Really?
just
Oh,
like,
yeah, look.
it just looks stupid. And Buttercup is weird.
Yeah,
Like,
Proud
just like-
Family's gonna.
Like Dexter the Laboratory, those ain't coming on.
Yeah, I
There's
don't
a lot
know.
of shows
Yeah.
ain't coming
I
on.
don't know.
But Dexter, I don't think that's Disney.
But they still
That's
play
right.
these things on
Yeah.
TV. Like if you wanna watch them, you
Cartoon
can.
Network,
They
they got
still
the
air
button.
them. Proud Family's not aired, bro. It's not on cable, none at all.
No.
If you wanna watch Tom and Jerry, you can right now on Cartoon Network.
It's different people, man.
Clearly.
I'm excited for that.
Me too.
Definitely.
Okay, new music. You know, Champagne Poppy came here and shake the streets up. We see why he was in Brooklyn, Mars buildings. He was in front of the buildings Jay-Z grew up shooting a video.
In
He
Brooklyn.
dropped a
Why
song.
they're still there, I don't know.
What do you mean?
I'm going off. I'm going off on a tangent right now.
Oh.
Why are those blocks still there?
Really?
Listen,
I don't
man.
know.
When you can buy a whole team, right? You can buy the
Listen,
whole block,
Listen,
right?
that's another topic for another
That's
day,
what I'm
because
saying.
I can
go
talk
off on
about that.
tangents.
I can talk about that all day because you gotta understand, man. People, you were saying before, why don't they remodel the building?
Something.
Well, when they
Open a
remodel,
youth club at the bottom of the
I mean
something.
that can
A library.
that can be done, but we don't know what's being done because if we got to do the research and know what's being done to before.
Because also too, people in our community can fight back and say we don't want no
Exactly.
gentrification here, so you never know.
And it's not even about the
He lived there. He knows the struggle of
Oh,
there.
you mean Jay-Z? Why he hasn't done it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then I don't know.
Yeah. Why are your blocks still the projects?
I mean, the hood,
That's a good question.
The hood is the hood for a reason, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying people can't go back and change the hood, but this is a systematic thing that's going on in the hood. You can put things there and people will probably destroy it. Like, I'm not saying that's what's going on,
That's
and
the
I don't
gentrification.
know.
But what I'm trying to say is people could other races could come in and
Come,
gentrify it and nobody
Yeah.
ain't destroying nothing.
That's
You
right.
move out and go somewhere else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I mean, last time I checked, white people build those buildings those black people are in. It doesn't look nice. People destroy things all the time, and I'm not saying that black people can't take care of nothing, but we do need to clean up
I know what
our
you're saying.
own. No. You gotta clean. The people in that building gotta show that they can maintain what they got.
No, I mean, I also think poverty is way more than like a monetary thing. It's like a mental thing.
and that's what I'm trying to
You
say.
know,
that's why I said you could open up youth clubs, but
and this is what I'm gonna say. I don't know if there's any youth club being made in Brooklyn.
I ain't heard any. I've heard about him buying teams and buying the Barclays Center and doing. I ain't heard
And
that.
if you know about what is you think
I ain't heard about that.
What do you think bringing business to your neighborhood that you grew up in? What do you think
Oh
that
my
boost
God,
with?
you're gonna be nurturing
That's
the young.
and that's what he did.
Nurturing
Barclays to the Brooklyn, give people jobs, this and that. So I don't see
No.
what.
We're talking about
what's
the
not
youths
being
and
done.
youths are the
The
future.
youths in the
No,
projects,
so-
because it's
yeah.
still the projects. The youths in the projects.
They need to get out and straighten up stuff in the, they say.
Yeah, they always say it. Buy back your lot. Buy
Yeah.
back your hood.
Yeah.
Some youth clubs.
And
I'm curious to know if
And
he
I'm
bought
pretty
back
sure-
Marcy.
And that's what I'm saying. That's the research we got to do. I'm pretty sure there's investment in his
I hope
in his
so.
neighborhood.
Oh, fully,
I'm
you know.
pretty sure. I feel like
I'm
he's
pretty
invested
sure.
a few
Very-
youth
Gotta do
centers,
something
maybe a
very
couple
sure.
YMCA's or
I'm pretty
Boys
sure
and Girls
it's-
Clubs or
The
something.
amount of millionaires and billionaires that we have in our community, we should all feel it. We should all be able to feel some sort of change. Anything change in your life as a black man? Anything in yours? Anything in yours? Nothing in my life has changed. And the people around us in the United States, I can't feel it. I feel Trump though.
I mean,
I feel Trump. I feel him.
listen.
I feel him. I do.
Feel him
That's not
upon
good.
what?
He might not directly be wanting to help blacks or whatever, but whatever he's doing is helping the economy, period.
And-
So I feel that. I feel it. I feel the benefits of that.
Do we need to do this?
So
I'm not gonna divulge because the last time it was a real heated argument.
I'm
People
just
was
being
called
real.
names and shit, so.
I'm just keeping it real.
Listen,
Whether you
man.
like it or not, you can
It-
feel it. The economy is doing superb. I feel that. Absolutely.
Yeah, how superb is it really doing?
Superb.
How? Let me know.
I heard that
Housing
under
markets
Trump's
are-
regime, people have been losing jobs. And then
I don't know about jobs. I'm not really into
unemployment
jobs.
rate
Come
is
on,
higher.
man. Listen, we got. Come on, you can't do that, then, baby.
I'm just talking about the economy.
We were shooting a video right out of Marcy Projects and Brooklyn, Jay-Z old spot where he made shoot a video song "Cry" and Drake actually sampled that. So yeah, Drake is just a go man. He just know how to pay his respect to them, and he sampled Eminem song on the Chicago freestyles. No, he did the flow of Eminem flow. I forgot what song that was.
I forget
But yeah,
which
man.
one, but it was it, yeah.
Yeah, he did that flip. My son Drake is just that.
It's a sheep.
His newest song, When to Say When, Chicago Freestyle, it's a good song. It's an interesting
His video
song.
is hard.
He's pretty much just, in my opinion, he's kind of just bragging on everything that's been going on in his life in a good
Talking
way.
that
Video,
talk.
yeah.
I can't wait
But-
till that
6
album come, Drake.
He was kind of under fire for calling his baby mother a fluke. A lot of people was upset about it because it was just like, this woman got pregnant by you. You told her to basically shut up about it. She kept it a secret. Had your baby. She got embarrassed by Pusha T, got embarrassed by Kanye, got embarrassed by all these people, and then you have the nerve to call her out of her name still. And I was just like, that is such facts, because like, you can't sit here and call me no fucking types of names just because me and you didn't work out. Like I didn't like that. And then he tried to allude to the fact that Neverland Ranch is apparently not safe for kids. And I'm just like, didn't you just sample this man's shit on your last album? Like, how are you gonna sit there and talk shit and
My
be
son talking his talk. That's what he do, you know.
Like I said, Michael Jackson's the shit, but the palace ain't for the kids. I'm like, oh my god, like, fuck.
It's just a play on word, man.
Shots fired.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's play.
Play on words. Now, somebody said
But word is power,
You
Drake.
can't say him something, man.
Word is power.
That's what I'm saying.
That's like
Somebody tried to say it was a classy cleanup, and I'm just like, there was not. I mean, I guess it was classy because he didn't say don't send your kids there, but he definitely said the palace ain't for the kids. Like, what the fuck?
What do you mean?
And he's just feeding into more of this negativity.
Yeah, he said Michael Jackson shit. The palace ain't for the kids. Talk about the Neverland Ranch wasn't for the kids, aka people was getting molested there. And it's just like, you feeding into that fuckery.
He's definitely.
You know,
It's probably a
what's the
play on
difference between him
word.
and
Probably
Gayle
saying,
King,
yo,
really?
he brought his sleeves to his own Neverland, clipped it, and he had a baby. He brought it there. He shouldn't. Yeah, play on words, Drake. You the GOAT. I got it.
Whatever. That nigga said his BM was a fluke after this bitch done did everything for you to make sure that your shit was still a secret. And then you gonna call her names in the damn song. But I digress. That's why he was under fire, so. But the new song though, the video is hard. I like it.
Yeah, it's facts.
I haven't seen it yet.
And yeah, it's crazy. Judge Judy, she's her 25 years of run is coming to an end because is she still beefing with her network?
She was beefing with CBS.
Why?
Apparently it has something to do with like the payouts and the money. I feel like with those types of people, you can do 360 deals too. So if you sign with a network and then you start making money from writing books or you start making money from other shit, then they get a portion of that too. And I think CBS, after their like the person that was in charge for all the years that Judge Judy's been running, left CBS, and then she just had issues with like the new head.
Yeah.
And the new head wanted this done and wanted this amount of money and all this, and she's just like, fuck that. I'm canceling her shit.
Miss you, Judge Judy. You are real.
She is stable. You know what I'm saying? That's the show I can say I grew up
And
with
she
that shit.
keeps it 100% real. You could be black, white, blue, pink, yellow. It don't matter. The facts are the facts. And that's what she works with. I'ma miss her.
I am too.
Like, when I was unemployed, I would watch you in the daytime.
Judge Jerry was lit. You know, it's unfortunate she's gone, but Judge Mathis still gotta go. He's still on TV, right? Judge Mathis, our black guy right there. So we keep it pushing. But you know, when CBS starts acting up, Gayle King had an issue with CBS last month or whatever.
Over the
CBS,
COVID thing, right?
yeah, CBS just seems like they're fucking with all their best paid people. So it's just like,
And
it's like,
Judge Judy going, that's a big void.
hell
bro.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? They
That's
got
like
all that,
daytime television for a lot of people, because it was for me.
Yeah, time to bring in something fresh, but
I mean, that's facts though, that's facts. They said
25 years, man. Come on now. It's
They
something
said they
trying
got
to
a
set
new,
new.
but if they're being biased, they need to cut Days of Our Lives. That shit's been on for like, that shit's been on for like 100 years, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Maya said she bound come to the
That's what I'm saying. Days of Our Lives has been on since 1960. With literally the same family, niggas die, be
Resurrect, coma.
yeah, so they're gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Real.
But it depends on the network. I forgot the network that Days of Our Lives
I think
is
that
on.
network.
Ain't it
I
live?
think it
Is
changed.
it live?
What is it, Channel 5? What is Channel 5?
ABC?
I think it changed the network a couple of times.
Yeah, man.
Okay, yeah, so it
a couple
depends,
of
you know. It can have a long run or it can have a short run, but
Yeah.
shout out to
25
Judge
years
Judy.
is long,
That's a
man, so
decent
that's a
time.
good run.
Honestly, she needed to retire a minute ago, really. But whatever.
Yeah, but we're gonna go into this way of dumbass of the week.
Oh.
Kenya favorite
Yeah.
topic or whatever it is.
Okay, so
So take it away.
dumbass of the week goes to Marie Osmond.
Money to my children. Congratulations, kids.
I'm like, do they know or is this the first time they found out?
No, my husband and I decided that, you know what, I think you do a great disservice to your children to just hand them a fortune because you take away the one most important gift you can give your children, and that's the ability to work. And you see it a lot in rich families where the kids, they just they don't know what to do, and so they get in trouble. So
If you go on to Peep City, you can see the video. So if you guys know the talk show, The Talk,
Yeah.
they, do whatever, talk about different topics every day. She's a host on there, and she basically said that when she dies, she's not giving any of her kids any of her inheritance money. And she has 7 kids.
So
They're not inheriting nothing. They can't inherit nothing. She's gonna take all that money and give it to charity.
So
I decided to give her a dumbass of the week because her reasoning was, I don't want my children to have a safety net, essentially.
White privilege.
I don't want my children to have a safety net. I want them to understand the value of working. So it's a disservice to them when
Warren
I
Buffett said the
Work
same thing. Warren Buffett said his kids not getting nothing.
and to me,
Steve Jobs said the same thing. They not getting nothing. What's it called? White privilege.
I just think that that's bullshit because it's just like they can say that shit because they didn't grow up away. You know what I'm saying? To appreciate money. The bitch got 7 kids. You know what I'm saying? She was saying that kids that grow up rich, they have problems, they have this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying?
So
She is rich. That's what I'm saying. I'm just like,
And they already
what are you
grew up
talking
rich.
about? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just thought that was dumb as hell. How are you gonna sit there? She got 7 kids. I don't even know their ages, and then you're not gonna leave none of your money to them.
She can do that.
But you're gonna leave your money to charity instead. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is that gonna do for your children?
How much kids she got and how old is she?
I don't know how old she is. She looks like she's in her mid 40s, maybe early 50s.
Remember, give me dog my money.
Maybe she's still young.
Like, I don't know. She's a grown ass woman. So I gave her dumbass of the fucking week for that shit because it's just like, what is the point of bringing your kids into this world then if you don't have any plans of developing their future, helping them to develop
they
their
say?
future?
Teach them right. You can go and get the fish and bring it, but if I teach you how to fish, you'll be able to feed yourself in life. So that's her logic. That's a lot of billionaires' logic, to be very honest.
That's bullshit.
But they, as I said, they can do that to feed them word.
That's some bullshit though. Like her other co-host on the show was saying, yeah, that's all good and easy for you to say, but me personally, I grew up in poverty. I grew up in struggle. So if my mom didn't pass away, and like I wish I had a leg up when I was growing up, but I didn't have that shit. So the fact that you kind of are dismissive about it, it's kind of crazy. Her co-host literally
she's a white Caucasian woman in white man's world, so it doesn't. It's not gonna affect them. They'll be able to make money, bro.
Like, I just think that that's kind of crazy. It's like Jay-Z saying he's not gonna leave nothing to his
Him people, them are Negroes. His kids are Negroes, bro. They will suffer. They will suffer, bro.
But it's just more like,
not
okay,
the same.
even if you want them to understand the idea of work.
See the division right there?
Like, what's the real benefit of them not having help when you're gone? Like, I just don't see the positivity in it.
Yeah, I don't know.
When you're rich.
She probably had too much coffee that morning.
No, but as I said, a lot of white billionaires say that.
But they take a lot of different things that rich white people take too, so their brains be cloudy.
I grew up rich enough.
Warren Buffett's brain is one of the clearest brains in the world.
Who knows? But
so
dumbass of the week definitely goes to Marie Osmond. Bitch, you got 7 kids. You have money. Leave that shit to
them. The people that not even are complaining, but we are complaining for them.
Dumbass.
They didn't go online and be like, I'm not reset. They don't care.
But
they already know what it is.
I think
they're not so far.
In addition to dumbass of the week, we gotta kind of segue into our new segment called Keeping It Real, Let's Debate About It. Okay, so we got a debate topic today that I heard on a different segment, on a different podcast, and I'm just going to bring it up and see how y'all feel about it. So Eva Marcel, she is an ex-top model. Light-skinned girl, she had a baby with Kevin McCall, the guy who wrote the Deuces song for Chris Brown and Tyga.
Yeah.
No, none of these people.
So she got married to a new man, and she had a 6-year-old with Kevin McCall, and she ended up changing the 6-year-old's last name from McCall to the man that she married. So now Life Jennings, the singer that sings that song Sex and Must Be Nice, went on social media, I think either today or yesterday, and said that she's stupid for doing that, and that she shouldn't have done that because at that point it's more so for spite than it is for any goodwill. So how do you guys feel about it? Should
You
Eva
don't know the woman's business.
should anyone change their child's last name if they feel like the father isn't a part of their life?
Listen,
It's up to the
I don't
person.
have no kids, personally, but you can't do that shit,
Yeah,
man.
man.
That ain't, come on. You literally trying
Fuck,
to slice
fuck.
somebody, and there's places.
Yeah, but we
you
don't
can
know
go.
how the man treated her
We don't
or the
give a
child.
fuck. That's his kid.
According to Kevin,
Yeah.
according
It's
to
his
the
kid.
blogs and according to the news, Kevin McCall is mentally unstable, and I
Okay,
feel like
so-
I can. Yeah, he's
Okay.
he's
So he
aggressive.
probably hurt her, bro.
He's
Okay.
mentally unstable.
So-
He's
hurt
aggressive.
his daughter.
He has
So it's not
publicly.
his kid.
Yeah.
Yes, but at the end of the day, if you're abusing, no.
Alright,
publicly-
them ready together. We
Listen,
gotta change the picture
He
name.
has
Yeah, I mean, I don't see the big deal.
denied the child for half of the child's life on social
But you
media.
say he got mental health issues.
But that's not an excuse because
No.
he can get help. He has publicly denied the child for
I'm confused. Yeah.
all of the child's years. You know what I'm saying? And
I don't
basically,
see a problem
the
with
way that him and Eva's relationship was, the mother, it affects the child's relationship because they didn't work out. So now Eva kind of keeps the child away from him and lets her new husband, who has been a part of the child's life for
So
since she was 3 or
so the
whatever.
kid should believe that that's their daddy.
I don't think she's doing all of that. I think she was just more so telling Kevin, like, listen,
She changed the kids out.
you wanna act up?
Bro.
We don't fucking need you. I have my husband here that's gonna do a damn good job raising my kid because you wasn't really a part of my child's life anyway. You was publicly denying her and you was verbally abusive too.
Yeah, I don't see anything
You know what I'm
wrong
saying?
with that. It's
So-
not my place to say, Eva, you're dumb for doing that. You did what you felt you needed to do. Like, it's just a name.
To me, that's disrespectful.
It's not
man.
just a name.
It's not just
No, man,
I'm
that's
a
not
little
what it
50-50 on it
that shit
because
disrespectful.
I feel like
Yeah.
it's like using your child as a pawn. You know
That
what I'm
shit is a
saying?
weapon.
I think.
I mean, this is America, right?
I think if the
I don't
child
take that
comes
too
to you at
seriously.
some point and says, "Listen, I want to change my name," that's a different story.
But the baby was very happy. She wanted her name changed.
She's a 6-year-old.
But she was happy, bro.
She didn't ask for it.
She was happy.
Eva was like,
Because
"I'm
it was
gonna
on,
change your last name because your daddy ain't shit."
Real Housewives of Atlanta. It was on there, the whole series, the whole spiel, you know? And the little girls had a party to celebrate.
It's a
That
show.
shit is a form of brainwashing, bro. But
You know what I'm saying?
Same can be said about
That's why
Dwayne Wade,
James is
right?
basically saying
He's only 12, right?
gonna talk about that one. That one
His son is 12, right? But he's supporting it, right? So
That's listen.
What? Dwayne Wade's son?
he's supporting him regardless of his age. So just because somebody's 6 doesn't mean that they don't know what they want. If they know that, listen,
Her last
I don't
name
want to be
was-
associated with my dad. He was horrible to us. He made me cry all the time. I don't want to be associated with him. And mommy says, all right, this is what we can do. I mean, you don't know the conversation.
I
You don't
think-
know the story.
I think that if you're gonna change your child's last name to spite the father, or to kind of erase the fact that this man exists,
Wasn't
then
it-
in that sense, it's fucked up.
wasn't
But we
wasn't
don't know what the sense is, so we
Wasn't
can't judge
The
it.
Ciara-
sense is that the woman, the man, her stepfather is raising her, and Kevin hasn't been and does not want to be a part of her
I
life.
don't respect that
according
shit.
to that.
But that's
It doesn't matter then.
There's a lot of families that
It doesn't
even though their
matter.
father wasn't in their life, you know what I'm saying, they won't go out of their way to go change the
I'm sure
father's name.
Sierra's not gonna change her.
I mean,
And that was the
alleged
thing,
that
too.
she was going
That
to.
was a thing too. That was a big deal.
And then that,
you know,
But
come on, stop
if she
that.
wants to,
That ain't,
I mean,
come on,
what's the
man.
big
That's
deal?
disrespectful.
I don't
That is
know.
not cool.
That's kind of crazy.
That is not cool. There's no way we go having a baby in because
Yeah,
things
yeah.
don't go work. Oh, you know what? You was never a father anyway.
Yeah,
But
like,
you're the one who stepped away. You
But-
did not own the child.
Okay, but I mean, why you say he had mental issues?
Literally, if I-
Now we're
that's
not
not an
gonna
excuse.
cons-
If I have
Because
my
he should have
baby
known.
and I'm in the hospital,
If
right,
you-
and you're not there, whose last name do you think she's getting? No, mine.
Oh.
You're not you don't.
Okay.
You don't.
But that's different though. He was not there, so of course the girl's not gonna get, or your child's not gonna get his
Yeah,
name.
so what's the
But
difference?
Kevin McCall
But
was
what's the
there.
difference? You guys,
That's the
I
difference.
just said it's just a name.
He
right?
was in and out. It's not just a name. It's a legacy.
So no, it's just a name because you
No.
can get my legacy. I'm giving you my name. Fuck, it's
No,
just a
but
name.
the
But
legacy
your name
doesn't
gonna
belong to the
eventually
stepfather.
change.
What do you mean?
The legacy belongs to Kevin because
No, the legacy belongs to the stepfather because he is
That's not
nurturing
his,
it.
that's
Well,
not his
that's not his
DNA.
DNA.
That's not his
No, no,
DNA.
She
What
will
about
always
you
go
guys?
check her DNA because she knows that that was her name. She knows.
That's
It will be
nothing.
on a document that your name
So-
will change from this to this. When you're ready and you want to look up who your father was, or if you want to find out if you got any disease or anything in your family on that side,
Overall.
you're going to look it up.
Overall, Do you agree that she should have changed the little girl's last name?
Nah.
Do you agree?
I don't have a judgment on it. You do what you want to do.
So yes. Do you agree?
Nah, I don't respect that. I don't. Can't stand for that.
I'm gonna have to say I don't agree. I don't agree. So
Oh,
overall,
that's a big deal.
we don't we don't
Do
really
you
think.
agree?
Yeah. Do you
You
guys think
agree.
that
I mean,
Eva
because
Marcel?
I disagree.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
As I said, when people have their children and the father's not present to sign the birth certificate, the baby gets the mother's last name.
Okay.
So that's a big deal.
And the man was
That's
there.
a big deal.
The baby's a 6-year-old.
But that's a big deal.
It is a big
That is
deal.
why you got your mom's
Because
last
someone
name.
is present. It's like you get
But he
married.
never won it, so she might as well not have put him on there in the first place.
He was in and out
Is
of
that
her
his
life.
DNA?
But
She
it
might
is
as
his
well not
DNA.
put him on the
Is that
birth
his
He
kid?
was there for the birth. They were together, but they didn't work out.
It's not on the they don't have their last name.
But is that his DNA?
Yes,
That's his kid.
Yeah.
Was he in the hospital active for the
I
first
don't know
2
about all
years?
of that. We don't
Clearly
know.
there was.
We
There was
don't
a
know.
relationship.
We don't know.
He
that.
was there, but they
Nah, they had a kid.
Last name.
We don't know about that.
He was there. That's why she has her
Yeah.
last name. He was there, but him and the girl didn't work out. So he was a bit salty that she ended up marrying somebody else. So he started taking that out
It
on
was the same
children.
shit that was happening with Future and Ciara.
Did she change the
She
baby's
was
name?
going to.
Who?
Future
No. I
and
think
Ciara.
she was considering it.
She was going
I think she was
to.
gonna have what's his name adopt him.
Oh, okay.
And that's my nigga. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
I
change
can't-
But I don't even think Wilson. I don't think Russell was gonna do that though.
I think they seen the media said, "Yo, that is crazy." Like
Let's
what?
see what's wrong with it, bro.
You want
Active.
what?
It depends.
Come
Like
on,
I
man.
said, if there is like levels to it, if he's been in the child's life for all of the child's life and the father is absolutely not present, then yes. But if the father has been present and y'all don't work out
Yeah,
and you're
you
gonna
can't.
change
So why does the
the
name
name,
mean
But
so
we don't
much
know
to
the-
you
we
guys
don't know
that
the story. You could have been abusive to her.
So what happened? God forbid you and your second husband don't work out or whatever.
Change the name.
Again.
right? Yeah, that was another debate too.
Come on,
It's just
stop
like you
it.
gonna give it to
Make
your
me know
husband.
where-
Yeah, man, and you know what?
Yeah,
This
man.
time, since I'm your mom,
So she
you're gonna
gave-
have my name.
So she gave the baby her husband's last
Yeah,
name?
if you
Yes.
take my, if she say, yo,
Yes,
you're gonna
yes,
have
yes,
my
yes,
name,
yes.
that is okay. I don't give a
The
fuck.
baby's birth name.
You're gonna
is
give the man the name. No, that is
Marley-
not cool.
Marley
If the man has
Ray
it, if she had-
McCall.
Yeah.
And then the Eva married a man and his last name is Sterling, and now the baby's the girl's last name is Sterling.
Word, and she gonna say, yo, that's a deadbeat. This is my opinion, my.
Then-
Fuck it.
yeah.
You have a point. Oh yeah, me have a new man, and you was never the father the kid needed to. What? Man,
I mean,
come on.
she did say that
Come
too.
on, my man. Come on, bro.
She
I
said
can't
some
respect
shit
none of
like
that
she
shit, bro.
said, "Listen,